Well, today Fabrizio Romano is gonna hate to really drop a very huge hint about Granit Xhaka that is 90% gone to Germany. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Welcome to the Transfer News Show where we are discussing a Vlahovic 80 million euro bid that has been speculated to have been submitted to Juventus, as a certain team in London wanted to sign the player, and we are going to really dissect that, and then we are going to close up this show or this episode with Luciano Spalletti, the manager of Napoli, who is throwing in the towel to really go somewhere else. And it's really shocking that he has gone ahead to make such a decision because his team has just won the Serie A after Maradona lifted it. Is it 33 years back? So it shows you how haunting that is and what has gone ahead to tempt him to leave the club of Napoli. Only the heavens know. Now, don't forget to subscribe to this channel because we want to hit 14,000 subscribers. That's it. So let's start it off with Fabrizio Romano and what he said about Granit Xhaka. He told us that Xhaka is now 90% gone. It's over between Arsenal and Xhaka. His move to Leverkusen will be completed in a matter of weeks. It's just a matter of time. He's agreed contract until June 2027 and a fee of 15 million euros is almost agreed between the two clubs. Talking of the two clubs, we are talking about Arsenal and Bayern Leverkusen. That's it. And Fabrizio Romano told us this via the code offside. And I understand the situation of Arsenal fans. They are divided onto Granit Xhaka. According to the season that Granit Xhaka is going to hate to have at Arsenal, some would have kept him and some would have let him go as a player of Arsenal. Let me read to you the numbers of Xhaka this season. He has gone ahead to play 36 Premier League games, scored 5 goals and put up 7 assists. Those are 12 goal involvements. He played 7 games in the UEFA Europa League and scored 2 goals. Those are 7 goals. Those are 14 goal involvements. And in the EFL Cup, he played 1 game and scored 0 goals. So a man like him coming in through and really having such a season of scoring 7 goals this season and putting up 7 assists, those are 14 goal involvements for a midfielder that used to play way deep into the midfield. Because last season, to show you that was not good at scoring goals, and there is a very huge work that Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to do for Granit Xhaka. Last season he played 27 games in the Premier League and scored 1 goal and put up 2 assists. This time around he's gone ahead to score 5 goals and 7 assists. It shows you how much he's gone ahead to improve as a player at Arsenal. So I think he's really having a very tremendous season at Arsenal, but it looks like he is really calling it quits. I believe the reason as to why he has gone ahead to accept a deal coming in from Bayern Leverkusen, it's simple. If Arsenal is to offer him a deal, they'll offer him a deal of 2 years only, and at that time he will be 32 years of age by the time that deal really collapses or really comes to an end. So he's weighing in at the age of 32. Will I get a team that can get me a very huge deal? That is very hard, and he has to use this season as gonna hate to really look elite to really get another huge deal, and that huge deal is of 4 years. 2023 to 2027 are the personal terms that he has gone ahead to agree with Bayern Leverkusen, and Arsenal found themselves in a situation of not stopping the player, because it's a blessing disguise for Mikel Arteta and Edu. Why? If Xhaka never chose to leave Arsenal, they wouldn't have gone ahead to really find themselves selling him, because I think around March, we got a story that Arsenal is trying to really improve the contracts of Xhaka, Odegaard, and Ramsdale. And now the only 2 players left into the equation on this conversation are Odegaard and Aaron Ramsdale, whose contract has been really improved and extended, I think, mid this week. So He even came out and really told us as to why he was going to have to really extend his contract. He was earning £60,000 a week at Arsenal. It has been doubled and is now earning £120,000 a week. Odegaard is next. I think they're also going to double his. He might be going to be earning £170,000 as his new salary as the Arsenal captain, according to the season. I was going to hate to really emulate at Arsenal. So why was I talking about a blessing in disguise? It's simple. Arsenal having 3 central midfield, are they even 4 central midfielders, with all of them hinting, all living into their 3rd decade of their age. Jorginho, 31 years of age. Thomas Partey, soon making 30. Granit Xhaka is having 30 years of age. El Nini is having, is it 31, 32 years of age, and that is the central midfield of Arsenal. So if at all you find yourself getting in Declan Rice as your priority signing, that means you have to offload one of those midfielders because they're 4 in number. You add Declan Rice there, they become 5 in number. Yet Arsenal has a plan of bringing on 2 central midfielders, meaning that Xhaka just saw ahead and really knew that I'm not going to be getting ample playing time here and I need to leave as soon as possible before I'm not yet hated. He has had a very good season at Arsenal. He has been the vice captain of Arsenal. We don't know who the vice captain is going to become, but Fabrice has confirmed to us that Granit Xhaka has gone ahead to leave a side of Arsenal, and in the next weeks a deal is going to be announced as soon as possible that Xhaka has left Arsenal to join Bayern Leverkusen. Bayern Leverkusen is a team in Germany coached by Xabi Alonso, and they want the services of Granit Xhaka because it looks like they're going to play in the UEFA Europa League this season. And there has always been a story that Arsenal just wants not to stop this deal, to see to it that they really create a very beautiful atmosphere between them and Bayern Leverkusen, such that they get Moussa Diaby from Bayern Leverkusen. Remember, Arsenal has been linked to Moussa Diaby for a second transfer summer window in a row, and it looks like Mikel Arteta is still interested in getting that left-footed player who plays off the right, and that is Moussa Diaby. So a lot of developments are really going to be coming up on this story. Just keep it Rokani Media, because we promise to give you every hint about these stories that are being circulated around by first-tier journalists. From that, let's talk a little bit about Dusan Vlahovic. You know, a story was dropped today that Chelsea had made an £80 million bid to Juventus for Dusan Vlahovic, and Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to turn around or rubbish the rumor. They have told us that as of now, Chelsea haven't submitted an £80 million bid for Dusan Vlahovic. He's one of the many strikers appreciated at the club, but no bid or talks have taken place. So Dusan Vlahovic looks like he's one of those hot assets, strikers that are going to be into the market. He is fed up of the Serie A, and I think the manager of Juventus is not interested into the services of this man, and he might really sell him, and that is Allegri. Is the manager of Juventus. Massimiliano Allegri looks like he's not so much in good terms with Dusan Vlahovic, and Dusan Vlahovic is looking for a move out of Juventus. When you look at Chelsea, they are a team that have always gone ahead to find themselves in a situation of suffering because of lack of a number 9. However much they brought in Nkunku, they look like he might not be enough, and they are on for Dusan Vlahovic. And Dusan Vlahovic is also wanted by Manchester United and Bayern Munich. So Chelsea looks like they might not get the player because he wants Champions League football. Bayern Munich can offer that, and Man United can offer Champions League football. Chelsea cannot offer Champions League football, but they can offer good amount of money. But looks like Chelsea might be left into this battle alone to sign Victor Osimhen, because Bayern Munich are some of the teams that have been linked to signing Victor Osimhen, but they look like they're not willing to spend 130 million pounds onto the signing of Victor Osimhen. Yet there is a Dusan Vlahovic. To me, I believe Vlahovic is a better striker than Victor Osimhen, and Vlahovic can go for like 70 million pounds or 80 million pounds. For Bayern Munich, they believe that in Dusan Vlahovic, it will be a very decent deal to do that won't cost them much like Victor Osimhen. So Chelsea might find themselves battling it up with PSG to sign Victor Osimhen, and Victor Osimhen wants to come to the Premier League, but I don't know whether he'll be wanting to come and play for Chelsea that is not in the Champions League, having played in the Champions League under his Italian-based team called Napoli. So let no one lie to you that there is a bid put in by Chelsea. No way. It's Bayern Munich and Manchester United in the battle to sign the player. The player wants to leave. He's okay with the move to the Premier League or to the Bundesliga, but the club of Juventus has to make a decision on whether they are going to sell the player or not. He's 23 years of age. He has gone ahead to score 10 league goals, and I think some 3 into the UEFA Europa League, and has been having some injuries that have kept him out for like 2 months of this season and not playing the games of football. That is Dusan Vlahovic for you. So let's wait and see any developments that really come up after this story broken by Fabrizio Romano are going to be welcome. But Chelsea are also having an option of getting back Lukaku, and their newly appointed manager, yet to be announced, that is Pochettino, is really ready to find himself in a situation of really getting Lukaku back. So if at all you get Lukaku back and you're having Nkunku, I don't think there will be need for Chelsea to go ahead and really sign the Serbian best striker in Italy, Dusan Vlahovic. But Pochettino is having a very huge workload to do. He needs to trim that squad to like 26 players. So he needs to find himself really offloading close to 10 players and obviously getting new ones. He wants to do it that he has a fully fit squad that can really take him through the season. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out in the coming weeks, because we are going to be told the results of that. Now, lastly, we are having Spalletti, Luciano Spalletti. He has led Napoli to their first victory of the Serie A in 33 years. Remember, they last lifted the trophy of the Serie A when Maradona was still their player. Now, Napoli have found themselves in a situation of not going on well with the manager, and it looks like Luciano Spalletti is going to throw in the towel and obviously quit the Italian-based side, Napoli. Fabrizio Romano has told us that Luciano Spalletti is seriously considering to leave Napoli at the end of the season. It's concrete possibility as Napoli are exploring options for replacement. The decision, these are his words. After today's game, they've beaten Inter Milan by 2-1. He has said the decision has been made. We are just waiting to communicate that, Spalletti said after today's game. So Spalletti, 64 years of age, the best thing I remember about him was when he beat United in 2008, 2-1, when he had Totti, came to Manchester United when he was coaching AS Roma, and they are beaten, was it 8-2 by Manchester United, and that season United went ahead to lift the Champions League. Now, Luciano Spalletti leaving Napoli is really going to be a very huge blow, and I don't know what has really gone ahead to really cause his departure, because he has been having a very wonderful season and having led them to that triumph that had taken close to 3 decades, that has taken 3 decades plus to really lift that league title. They would have gone ahead to reward him with at least 1 more year, but I don't know what exactly has happened in there for you, and I'm just waiting to see what the corridors and what the flies on the walls in the corridors are really going to come us and let us know why Spalletti has gone ahead to leave a team of Napoli. Has Chelsea offered him a deal? That is something we're going to get to know. Is Spurs wanting to sign him as the new manager? We are waiting to know, because he can't leave Napoli without knowing that he's going to be coaching. At the age of 64, looks like he is still up and running and willing to continue to do the needful into his coaching career. So guys, your thoughts onto Xhaka, 90% gone, are welcome in the comment section below. No Dusan Vlahovic bid submitted in yet. And lastly, tell us what you think about Spalletti parting ways with the team of Napoli that has gone ahead to really lead to the triumph of the Serie A this season. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God take you through and give you what you want. I sign out for now. Bye-bye.